Hey, I want to thank y'all for stopping in and checking out this What's in the Box. Before I actually get into the box, there's a few things that were too large to fit in it. My brother and I were helping my mom clean out and reorganize the garage, and my dad had this brand new, unopened Coleman Matchlight propane stove. My wife and I have been talking about getting one for going camping. Um, Thankfully, my dad had one, so I don't know why he never used it. I know that he has some already because I remember using them as a kid when we went camping. But yeah, very cool. Brand new, unopened Coleman Matchlight propane stove. All right. Just go ahead and tell you about a couple of other things that were too large to fit in the box. Got a couple of pieces of wood. Not very exciting, but you know what? It's going to be useful. I'm going to go ahead and move this box off the desk, and then we'll get into what's in it. Well, this wasn't in the box, but it is one of the things that I got. It is my grandfather's Schrade pocket knife. I don't know what model number it is, but it is Schrade, New York. Can't read that. I really do need some new glasses. This is a 3-blade. My grandfather has sharpened the tar out of this thing. You can tell the profile on that blade has been really, really worn. But yeah, one of my grandfather's pocket knives. Very cool. I'm glad to have it, and I'll be cleaning this up. Something else that was my grandfather's that I got over the weekend was this Diston saw. It is very rusty. I can't tell any markings on it whatsoever. The handle is split here. I will have to do something about that. And I plan on cleaning this up and resharpening it. I need to get a saw set. Feels like teeth on this side are pretty jagged. On this side they're smooth, so that it's going to be a future project. It's pretty dirty, rusty, but I think it's still in usable. Actually, I know it's in usable shape. I've already used it. I cut a kerf in an axe handle with it. So yeah, very cool. This is going to be an upcoming project as well. A couple of other things here. I got 2 T-bevels, 2 T-squares. This one is a Craftsman. No inch or measurement markings on it whatsoever. But man, I really could have used this when I made that custom handle that y'all will be... yeah, I've already dropped the video on that. That custom handle I just made. I really could have used this for finding that bevel. One of the things on this is these scales are loose. The little decorative brass or copper scales are loose, and they're completely missing here on the bottom. So I'm going to be looking for some brass stock to replace that. Got another one here. This is just made in the USA. Other than that, I don't see a name anywhere. Just says made in the USA. So if any of y'all recognize this style, you know who made this, let me know. And this is also going to be a cleanup. I also found a Bridgeport flathead screwdriver. Pretty cool. It's a nice shape. Let's see, Bridgeport model number What is that? Model 9-208. Don't know if y'all can make that out or not. 9-208. Bridgeport. Very cool little screwdriver. I do have another screwdriver that I know somebody who watches this channel is going to be very interested in. And this is a Forest Brothers, I think. Let's see. Yeah, North Bros Yankee screwdriver. All right, can y'all tell? Still has wording on the handle. Very nice shape. I know somebody who collects these. And I think the next few items I'm going to show are also going to be something he might be interested in. Let me go ahead and just tell you who it is I'm talking about. I'm talking about 357 Magdad. He collects these North Bros screwdrivers. He's got great videos. If y'all haven't been following him or watching him, go check him out. This next item is kind of cool. It is one of those Avon cologne bottles. Let's see. Model 33095. I can't read what it's supposed to be. If it's a Studebaker or what it is. There wasn't an original box or anything. Just the bottle of, aftershave or whatever this is. Yep, it says it right there. Aftershave. Avon stamped in the glass. I remember we had a lot of these around the house when I was younger. My grandmother actually sold Avon. And we had all kinds of stuff like this around the house. So that's pretty cool to have as well. This was one of my father's. He had it up in his bedroom, in the bathroom actually. If y'all been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that I use Neverdull and other things. I've never used flits just because I never had any. I've always used something else. So Chuck is going to be glad that I finally got a tube of flits. I'm going to go through this quickly, guys, because I got quite a bit of stuff. Got a saw, a Stanley. Can't make out this Stanley saw. Can't make out the model number on it. But I thought it might be interesting to try to use it on curve cuts because it's kind of wide. It might be nice using. A little sticky. I need to clean it up. But yeah, little handsaw. I promise I do have some interesting stuff, guys. Real quick, just some leather. My dad was, I don't know, making something with leather. So I got some leather, which is always cool. Couple of old coin banks. And what does it say on the bottom? I can't make it out. 1974, copyright 1974. I can't, something's Chicago. I can't make that out. I don't know if y'all can see it in the video, but just some cool little coin banks. Sounds like there's something in here. I wonder what's in here. Probably just junk. Some pennies or something like that. Who knows? Huh. It's interesting. Just some tacks. That's weird. Why would there be tacks in a penny bank? Very interesting. And this is the other one here. Really, really cool little penny banks. So can I read this one? Band something. I can't. B-A-N-T-H. I can't read the rest of it. Chicago. Looks like the wheel's bent on this one, but that could probably be fixed. Just little decorative stuff to put up around the house. Kind of cool. Alright, promise I'll be getting into tools here in a second. Oh, this was probably the fletching jig. So my grandfather and my father shot archery competition. My dad went to state finals, and supposedly my grandfather was an alternate to the Olympics. And this was the fletching jig that they used to refletch their arrows. Pretty cool. Don't see a maker on it anywhere. But yeah, here we go. And man, I cannot read any of this stuff. I can't read it at all. But if y'all recognize that emblem or know who made this, let me know. It'll hopefully become evident once I clean it up or buy new glasses. Need a new prescription. What is in the container? Let's see. So, a little Premier Vice. This was in some of my grandfather's things. He had my dad had one of my grandfather's toolboxes, and this was in it. Oh, it needs to be cleaned up. It is sticky and gummy, but it's a little clamp-on Premier Vice. Really needs to be cleaned up, but it's in great shape. I have no idea how old these are. I see these on eBay all the time. They're pretty common. It's nothing very rare or anything like that. So, but it's cool to have because it was my grandfather's. Go ahead and dump this out. Get rid of that. So, some buffalo, like an old buffalo nickel button from Tandy. Little anvil to set snaps. Some wedges. This little hammerhead, this is stinking cool, man. I've never seen one like this before. Just a cute little hammerhead. It's not beat up at all, just rusty and needs to be cleaned up. So tiny. I mean, this is my pinky, and it won't even fit in that eye. So, buttons and junk. And then this Westcraft 50-foot. It says Western Auto Supply 4H6540. Just a metal tape, 50-foot metal tape measure. Crank flips out. You just reel it back in. Really cool. This is a Craftsman square. This is all that I have. The other pieces are probably still somewhere in the garage. But this is all that I found at the time. We didn't get to go through the entire garage. We got to go back. This still has a marking gauge on it. There's a little star on the back of it. Bubble level still works. And it's in decent shape. I don't know how old this thing is, but it is a Craftsman model 39542, made in the USA. Y'all can see that at all. I will definitely put that to use. A couple other little things. I can go through this real quick. Just some drill bits. These are telephone splicing connectors. My dad always had these laying around the house. So he had like 20 of them in his toolbox. I just thought I'd grab some just to have laying around. There is markings on this, but I can't make it out. So yeah, a couple auger bits for a brace drill. And this is super cool. Check this out, y'all. I'm going to clean this up and use it for leather work. This is a 7-inch compass. But what I think is cool about it, it is, you can see that, It is a Teen Cutter. So I'm going to clean this up and use it for leather work. Very cool. Alright, getting close to the end of the box here. Nothing special in here, just some old fishing lures, fishing tackle. This is in my grandfather's stuff. Some of them are still in this original packaging. Very cool. Yeah. So now I got some more fishing lures. All right. I'm really excited about this. And y'all are saying, Ryan, why are you excited about a cutting board that's already been modified and a chunk taken out of it? Well, if y'all watched one of my last videos where I did the custom hewing hatchet handle, I did it all by hand. The wood that I got from my dad's garage, in combination with this, I'm going to use this as, I'm going to try to, it may not be long enough. I'm going to see. I'm try to use this in combination with hand router as a base to straddle the pieces of wood so I can route out axe handles. We'll see. Just some rust dissolve, Loctite rust dissolve, navel jelly, old tray that was in my grandfather's stuff. I'm going through this stuff pretty quick now. Let's look. Citizen Bank of Sheboygan. Where is Sheboygan? Is that Iowa? If y'all know where Sheboygan is at, let me know. Oh yeah, these are kind of cool. I have no idea how old these are. See, this was just a regular mag light. But this was pretty cool. 54th presidential inaugural, I can't, oh, this cursive, I can't read it. But this is celebrating the 54th presidential inauguration. George W. Bush, Richard B. Cheney. Really cool. My dad actually got to meet Bush. I think I have a picture of him and Bush together. My dad was a scoutmaster, and he was at a boys' Eagle Scout ceremony, and Bush was there. So that was cool. He was proud of that. All right, getting close to the end, guys. I promise. Little tool caddy, and there's some interesting cool tools in here. This is just a Western Auto case. I don't think any of this stuff's Western Auto. Got a breaker bar in here. It is another thing that I cannot read. Proto. Proto 5295 Proto wrench, and then a channel lock 906 patent pending. Little ice chuck, which is cool. I've never seen one of these before. You chuck up whatever in there, and I have never seen a chuck that goes onto a socket. So those are cool. All right, another Proto. And this is, let's see if I can, 6063-5 Proto. And it is a torque wrench. An adjustable torque wrench. I don't think I've ever seen one this small before. Definitely needs to be cleaned up, but I can put that into use, especially in my small shop. Fuse puller. Bus fuse puller. I have a bunch of metal shims. Why am I excited about metal shims? Well, let's see. Custom axe handle stuff. Stay tuned. Cool switch. Devo. Little scraper. I think I'm going to clean that up and use it for spreading glue on leather work. Little magnet. Extendable magnet. Oh, look at there. I dropped some stuff. Brass pin. And a piece of brass stock, which will also be used on projects. So, cool stuff that was in there. Get that real quick. A few more things. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Kind of leave this stuff in here. Running out of room. All right. Couple of y'all are really gonna like this. I've got a True Temper Flint Edge Kelly Works cruiser. The next cruiser I hang is going to be a custom Adirondack handle, and I'm going to hang this on it. It's in pretty decent shape. Really happy to have found this. Not too long ago, another YouTuber said that they really were trying to find a True Temper jersey. I had one. I sent it to him. And then I realized, man, I missed that. Wish I had another one. So I've been searching the eBays, and I finally found a really nice one. Like the other one that I had, it does have a pole stamp. Y'all can see that. I don't know if it's focused or not. Can't tell. But it does have pole stamp. It says 3-2. And it is just beautiful condition. Nothing very special here, just a couple of throwing hatchets that my brother wants me to modify for him. But the last thing that I got, I think is extremely exciting. I'm pumped about this. And this, I'm not going to lie, this was an eBay find as well. Let me pull this out of here. I have seen rivet setters online before. They still make rivet setters, but they're expensive. I found this on eBay. I think the guy wanted 25 bucks, and then he sent me an offer, asked if I wanted to buy it for 22. I offered him 19, and he accepted. So this is a best yet patent, March 27, October 9th, 1900s. I am going to try and find out if this thread pattern is something common, because I think that this is set up to do splash rivets, and I don't use splash rivets. But if this thread pattern is common, I will be able to get the setting dies, kind of like this. This is dished out for most snaps and rivets. I'll be able to tap and thread that, and then slide it down in there, and then the opposite piece thread up in that portion. I really wish this had all of its original stuff. Let me tighten this back down real quick. It has a compartment here where they used to keep all the different tools. They would just go in there. This is the only style I've ever seen that has an anvil on it, which I think is really, really cool. So this is going to be a future project as well. I'm going to clean this up. I don't know if I'm going to completely restore this, or if I'm just going to do a preservation, because it's in really nice shape. Let's see if I can get my fingers to work. But yeah, if I can modify this to use modern dies, I think that would be absolutely amazing. It's got a 26 or 28, I can't really tell. It looks like that it's closed, but the way the top of it's shaped might be a 26. Any other markings? This is 25 here, so maybe no, okay, maybe this is part 25 and this is part 26. That's what I'm guessing. But from patented in 1900 and to be in this good a shape, I'm just really, really stoked about that. I think the spring needs to be cleaned up a little bit and maybe it'll return on its own. I don't know, but it's not taking very much effort at all to get it to return. So that is just really stinking cool. Will y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about my what's in the box, all the stuff that I came away with from mostly my dad's garage and a couple of eBay things. Let me know what your favorite thing is. What is the favorite thing that you see laid out here? Because I know some of y'all are going to say, I like the Proto, or you know what, I'm glad you finally are using Flits, or the Forest Brothers. Y'all let me know in the comments what your favorite item is that you saw here today. Next video I'm going to do, you know what, this may, I don't know, scratch that. I'm going to surprise you.